Hello, Gemini risings. I think I want to turn this down because this is a little. There we go. That probably looks a little bit better. I don't know. I'm still figuring out this whole webcam thing and looking at my own face and trying to talk to people. I'm a mess. Anyway, my name is Dr. McCollins. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming over if you came over from TikTok. I definitely have a bigger following over there than I do over here, but I promised myself that I was going to try and grow my YouTube channel this year in 2024. We shall see how that goes. This is the forecast for Gemini rising. So if you have Gemini in your first house, if you're not quite sure how to do that, let me know in the comments and I will walk you through going over to astroseek.com. It is free to use. If you like what I do over here and you want to support me, feel free to leave me a tip in Ko-fi or in Venmo. If you're looking for a reading for yourself, and you want me to walk you through it, I will gladly do that. Go to sabretreeconsulting.com, and you can schedule a consult with me. February stuff is going to be up on my Patreon on January 15th. If you want it earlier, if you are willing to wait, then February stuff will be up on YouTube on January 29th. Okay. Let's get into the month of January for you. So on January 4th, Mars moved into Capricorn, and he will be there until February 13th. Okay. Mars loves being in Capricorn. It's basically being in Capricorn is kind of like you are the goat. You are the best. Um, you are the best because you work on your craft. And so that is what Mars in Capricorn does. Whatever house it falls in for you, it's going to be doing that slow and steady, wins the race, not worrying about what anybody else is doing, just worrying about you getting better at what needs to get better. This season, however, instead of just keeping the nose to the grind, as Mars usually does when it's in Capricorn, you're going to have to stay a little bit more flexible because that square peg round hole thing that Mars does when it's in Capricorn isn't actually working the way that it's supposed to. Okay. And so for you, it's don't put too much hope on your partner's assets or your inheritance helping you out with finances this month. Okay. There might be long and serious conversations with your significant other um, about your time and how they give you what you need and how they value your values and your career. Okay. On January 11th, which is a Thursday, that is when we have the Capricorn new moon. So this is a new beginning, a new start. In the house of Capricorn for you. I mean, the Capricorn house for you, which is your 8th house. So it's possible that your partner is talking your ear off about their new goals. Okay. Um, and it's not your place to bring them down. So if they're super excited about something, let them be excited about that thing. You can totally plan for in the back of your mind for things to collapse if you want to, but don't yuck their yum. Okay? Um because they're not going to receive it well. I mean, no one really likes it when they're excited about something and somebody's like, "Well, maybe you should." Don't do that. They're not looking for advice. They're just looking for you to be happy for them. Okay? Um mm, mm, mm. So, moving on to January 13th, Mercury is entering Capricorn. And so this is the 8th house. And the 8th house is inheritance, taxes, other people's money. That this is lit up a lot for you. this month. So, please don't forget to ask for, deferments on student loans or any kind of loan, okay? Um, or to fill out your tax information correctly, or your bank information so money can come into your pockets instead of into somebody else's pockets. Um, because the government don't need those coins, okay? I'm pretty sure I need to look it up, but I know that they said that we needed to start paying student loans this month or some crap because there was that on-ramp thing, and I know that, like, 9 million people, myself included, did not pay that crap. Like, with what money? With what money? I haven't paid those loans in 3 years. I ain't starting now. Don't judge me. Anyway, um, on the 20th of January, which is the following Saturday, we have Aquarius season starting. And y'all have the potential to have your emotions all over the damn place this Aquarius season, okay? Make sure your partner isn't making you promises about your time that they don't plan on following through on. Um, it's probably better if I actually could read my own handwriting. Um, especially if it gets in the way of work, your career, your mental health trumps their needs. Don't let your work partners, whoever is like an intimate relationship, okay? That one-on-one relationship can be a work partner. It can be, um, you know how you have somebody who you're in business with and they promise that they're going to do X, Y, and Z, and then it ends up on your plate. Don't let them do that this Aquarius season. Or if it's your partner, where they're like, yeah, 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 I'm gonna do this thing, I'm gonna do that thing, no problem. And then they don't follow through. All right. If it affects your peace, you do not have to keep the peace for other people. You don't. I promise you. All right. Moving on, January 23rd. For Gemini rising, we have Venus joining the Capricorn party. And so she's kind of allowing those words again to be more emotional, more serious, because we are in Saturn sign of Capricorn. She does have a wonderful relationship with Saturn because Saturn is super happy in Libra. So, it's exalted in Libra. So when Venus and Saturn get together or Venus enters Saturn's sign, she's not unhappy, even though Saturn is a malefic and or a planet that can cause problems, and Venus is a benefic planet, a planet that can bring good things. It's kind of like that, romance novel trope of, Little Miss Sunshine and Mr. Grumpy Pants. Like, they work well together, and so when she gets into Capricorn and she's joining Mercury and she's joining, Mars in Capricorn, she's adding this seriousness of emotional relationship conversations or, um this seriousness of relationships changing for a more permanent aspect. She might be bringing in, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing like artifacts that are worth a lot of money being discovered and needing to be preserved and it taking a really long time to dig it out of the earth, that kind of thing. But anyway, this is helping you make other people's coins yours in the best way. Just be sure to make good plans for what you're going to do with it because if you're not careful, it will leave your pockets as quickly as it enters. Okay? Um so be mindful of that. Now, on on January 25th, we have the Leo full moon. Okay, so the Leo new moon happened over the summertime. It was approximately 6 months ago. Once when you have a new moon, 6 months later, approximately, you have the full moon, and that usually is the culmination of whatever began at the new moon. Yeah, so Leo new moon was during the summertime. 6 months later, we are now looking at being gentle with yourself. Um, or did I lie? I lied. Are you finishing up a program or going on a trip that you planned 6 months ago? It's okay if the end results aren't quite meeting your expectations. It's forcing you to grow emotionally in ways that you just don't understand yet, okay? Um, Sometimes we get overly excited about plans because we expect things to go a certain type of way, and then it doesn't. I'm not saying you're not gonna enjoy yourself. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that, it might be stirring things up emotionally for you, and making you a stronger and better person. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And that is it for January. Once again, thank you for being here. If you like my work, please head on over to Kofi or to Venmo. I would really appreciate it. If you want February stuff early, head over to Patreon and sign up there. If you want a consult with me, head over to Save Tree Consulting and sign up over there. But until next month, thank you for being here, and please know you are worthy of all good things that are headed your way. Bye.